Hey everybody, it's Wednesday, time for a little Wisdom Wednesday. Hope you all had great holidays. I took a little time off and missed last week, so glad to be back with you. Had an opportunity to go skiing, so I did and have survived, and happy to be back in the saddle here and back in Dallas. So this week, I'd like to visit with you a little bit about what's going on with vaccinations. We'll do that real quickly. I had last week released the information about the different counties and how to go on the websites and sign up, and that's pretty much where we are still. I think it's still going to be a 2 to 6 week ordeal for most of us. The vaccine rollout has been a little slow, and the organization has been not ideal, let's just say, as far as distribution and getting things done. You know, we've never really had this type of release of any type of vaccine, and it's been challenging, and I hope that you all will just be patient. It will happen, and there'll be plenty for everyone at some point. So in the meantime, just know that what we've seen in our practice with folks with vitamin D levels and people taking their C and zinc, and those of you on melatonin, we know that patients have done quite well. And I think that's very reassuring. And the idea here is that we all need to reassess and optimize our immune system so that we do have the ability to fight the things that come along and know that we are, as human beings, supposed to live in a planet that has lots of bacteria and lots of viruses, and that in many instances we sabotage our health by choosing lifestyles and nutritional things that are just not really good for us. We've just gone through the holidays. We've been eating lots of sugar and drinking more alcohol. And now that we're into the new year, let's hope that many of us can retreat and go back to healthier choices and increasing our movement and optimizing our sleep. These are all things that are absolutely vital for the immune system and optimizing our immune health. Now, while I was off, I had an opportunity to listen to lots of podcasts and try to get up to date on some of the newer things that are out there. And one of the things that I learned about was a molecule called spermidine. A lot of you, whenever you're in here, always ask, is there something new we can do for anti-aging or for health and wellness? And I must say, I'm pretty excited about this particular molecule. I know the name's a little odd, spermidine. It actually was discovered in semen, but this is a molecule that is in all life forms, and we eat it in many of our foods, particularly wheat germ and mushrooms and many other things. And our body utilizes this particular molecule for metabolic health and for cleansing of our cells. And we've talked a little bit about that cleansing of our cells, a process called autophagy. But the thing I'm really excited about this particular molecule, and I will be learning lots more as time goes on, and I will be sharing that as I do more and more vetting on this, but I have ordered some and plan to have it in the office. But the thing I'm really excited about is the fact that there is really some interesting studies about hair growth. One of the things as a practitioner in this field that has been really challenging has been helping women with hair loss and with sleep, but hair loss in particular, because we just don't have many tools. And what we've discovered with this particular molecule, which has now been available in the United States since September, it was not available for quite some time, but now there is a company here that is able to distribute the product, and we are excited about it. It is not prescription, it is a supplement. But what we've seen with hair growth is that it increases the volume of hair, it increases the growth and the number of hairs, and it's seen within 6 weeks, which is very exciting. This is not an overwhelmingly expensive supplement. It is around $100 if you take 2 a month, if you take, 2 a day. If you take up to 4 a day, then it's going to be probably around $200, I guess. And so it's not as much as many of the hair products that we use. And I think that the data would suggest that we are going to see some real benefit. And that's just one of the benefits of this particular polyamine as it is. This is something that's in all human life, and we eat it and we process it all the time. We just don't get a lot of it. This particular product is actually from wheat germ, and the question for many of you may be, well, if I'm sensitive or if I have celiac, can I take it? And it appears that you absolutely can, even though it comes from that source. But as with anything, you have to make sure that you tolerate it and that there's no gastrointestinal symptoms. But we're looking forward to getting some spermidine here in the office, and we'll be looking at some of our patients who want to try this and give it a shot, see what it looks like. The other information that is really exciting about it is because of the support system that it gives the body, it also seems to have the ability to bring balance into not only the anti-inflammatory aspects of the body, but also the pro-inflammatory. So the exciting thing too about this is that it probably has some real benefit as far as our immune health is concerned by lowering what we know can be really problematic with COVID, which is the cytokine storm. So try not to get too excited and trying not to make this sound like snake oil, honestly, but it does appear that this particular polyamine or molecule in a supplement that is over the counter may likely be a very important part of an overall health and wellness and anti-aging program. So I look forward to telling you more about this as I learn more about it and as we do some of our own work here in the office with you. If you certainly want to try it, you are welcome to do so. And I invite you to explore and to vet your own body and self with this in terms of trying it. And I have not seen anything as far as downside risk other than the question about if you are really sensitive to wheat products, which all of us have some sensitivity, but the data would suggest that there has not been any downside risk at this point so far. Lots of studies are being done. This is likely to be a very popular supplement in the future. Right now, it's still very early on. It was not even available in the United States until September of this past year, and just now learning about it. So I'm excited to tell you a little bit about it. But for right now, let's look at it as possibly a great product for hair growth for many of you who are struggling in that area, because it seems to really affect the epithelial stem cells and brings about improvement in growth of number as well as overall volume of hair. So looks like a real promising thing. And then of course, the other thing really is the increase in immune support and autophagy that occurs with our body that really is an anti-aging and health and wellness effect. So looking forward to trying it out. We have ordered it. It's not in the office yet, but we will soon be letting you know as we send out more emails. But I thought I'd just sort of whet your appetite a little bit and let you know what we are looking into as we look into 2021 and look for positive things in the future. We know that COVID has been an overwhelming issue and the numbers are increasing and it still is ubiquitous around us. We're not going to get rid of it. And so we must do all we can to optimize our health and wellness so that we are able to deal with not only if we get the vaccine, can optimize that immune response, but should you just even be exposed and have the infection. If you have any questions or concerns, please let us know. You can call us, you can email us, you can text us, and be happy to help you out with any of your concerns or questions. Look forward to continuing these discussions, and until next week, happy Wednesday.